Bkg Tony P.
What's happening?
I'd like to welcome you back, man. Deuce Media, thank you for coming in today. Thank you for coming.
Good to be back, goddammit.
So we already discussed the new music you got coming on the way.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Matter of
sir.
fact, I believe it was the soundtrack to our last interview.
Yes, I believe so.
So going back, because I've actually known you for a little while and I've been working with you for a little while.
Right.
Going back, what would you say is your strongest project?
My strongest project, it would have to be Thus Far with J.R. Ewing.
Okay, that's a collaborative effort.
Yeah, man. I actually, one of the critiques on the album is I had a guy bring it back. He was like, man, it's just too many hits on it. Just, I've never heard that many hits at one time. And I was just like, damn, that's the worst thing you got to say about it. It must be a smash.
Yeah, it must have did what it needed to do.
Yeah, and I'm going to say that, and I'm going to say 5.
Okay.
Those two are tied for my favorite. Just because 5 is my latest and my greatest. And my goal is to make every project better than the last. So every time I drop a project, it ends up being my favorite project because I intentionally made it harder than the last project. So 5 is going hard for me right now, bro. I got that shit on repeat.
So what would you say are some of your influences, or what were some of the things that got you interested in making music?
My pops was a big influence. Like, I remember one birthday, I didn't really ask for shit, but this nigga got me a keyboard. And it just happened to coincide with the same year that I started learning how to play trumpet. So that kind of just fueled my passion for music. On top of the fact, like, my pops was one of them dudes that couldn't do nothing without music, and my mom was the same way. So traditionally, we clean the house on Saturday to some music.
Right.
If we're riding out somewhere, we listening to some good music. So learning my parents' music and then discovering that my generation was coming out with music as well and getting all of it at the same time, I just got influences from everywhere, honestly.
Okay. Once again, like, who, if you could give me maybe a name or even an era.
Let me see. My earliest memory of having a favorite song was Kumo D Wild Wild West.
Okay.
That was my favorite song when I was a kid.
I used to live downtown on 120 9th Street.
Yeah.
I got you.
And Push It
by Salt and Pepper.
Yes.
Okay.
Those were my 2 favorite songs as a kid. It was kind of like how JR said it's in waves.
Yeah.
So then my favorite songs after that became Practice What You Preach, Barry White.
Okay.
Diamonds and Pearls, Prince, When Doves Cry.
I love Practice
Like, I went through that whole little era, and then at one point I thought I was Michael Jackson. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
yeah, so like then you have that wave, but then like Kid and Play with some of my favorite niggas. Honestly, like, niggas forget how hot them niggas was, bro. And them niggas was spitting, and them niggas had all the baddest bitches and the funniest movies. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah. At one point, Kid and Play was a big influence because they cared about their lyrics.
Right.
So I was like, well, shit, let me care about my lyrics too.
Right.
So then you progress to me starting to purchase my own music. Of course, my first album I ever bought with my own money was Outkast. But the first CD I ever owned was The Score.
Oh, by Fugees.
My dad bought The Score because of Killing Me Softly.
Right.
And he thought it was going to be an R&B album. And at this time, rap wasn't the shit.
Right.
So when he put The Score in and heard all the rapping, he was like, what the fuck is this shit? And he tossed it. So that was my first CD, was the Fugees' The Score, because my pops tossed it.
Okay. All right. That's not all right. I didn't know
But
that.
also, my top influence, okay, so Pac would be my favorite rapper of all time. But Ludacris is my number 2 of all time.
From Pac to Ludacris is a ludicrous jump.
And people look at me like I'm crazy, but that would explain my style of music and what I like to come with.
Actually, I hear a lot of Ludacris in your flow. Like, well, not like hear them, but I hear it is influence.
Yeah, it's unintentional, but yeah, Ludacris. I probably listen to more Ludacris than anybody else, even still to this day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy. Niggas forget how lyrical Ludacris was, man.
No, he's definitely a lyrical giant. Yeah, it definitely made sure to put down on every track too.
And the only reason why I say that is because the moment I heard Ludacris rap, like his rap style changed my life. Man. There's not many rap styles that change your life. It changed my understanding of how you were supposed to rap, because Luda didn't rap like nobody, and he didn't never spit the same flow twice.
Never.
And I ain't never heard nobody do that. And with Pac, it was like if Pac was in a bad mood and he recorded a song that day, you could tell. Like you could feel his shit through the radio.
Yeah.
So those are the two most impactful moments of music for me, was hearing Pac and hearing Ludacris. That's why they're my number one and my number two.
Okay, so what are you listening to like now? So
Nothing but PYP, 2860, J.R. Ewing, Moat Williams, Big Deuces. You always find a way to creep in on the project, whether it's on the production side or you laying down some atmosphere with them Barry White vocals or whatever. But pretty much I ain't listening to nothing but the collective right now. Wifey Baby doing real good. Her shit doing numbers. She been teaming up with Moat. They've been doing skits. Them shit's been doing numbers. So it's more than just the music that's popping right now. And it's kind of like this crazy ass alignment of stars that I can't even explain. But I'm in the front row of the roller coaster just enjoying the ride. You know what I'm saying? Because I see what's coming.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Well, I just want to give you, I want to let you have a chance to tell the people just something that they can go out and listen to right now.
Go
something
listen
available.
To 5, right? Motherfucking now. 5. It's a gold V Underwater. It came out on my daughter's birthday. She's a Pisces. That's why I got the water. I like Roman numerals over actual numbers, which is why it's a V instead of the number 5. It's a scorpion on the cover, but that's because, you know, they used to stamp the dope back in the day. And that's also a double entendre because PYP was founded in October, which would make it a Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? It's 5. It's a lot of thought into 5, bro. My entire growth journey in 5 songs and 5 records. Like, it's crazy. 5.
Awesome.
Right now. On your phone. Immediately.
Available on all streaming platforms. Yes, sir. Well, I want to thank you once again for spending this time with me, man.
Hey, man.
It's always a pleasure.
Losing matter, bro. We are down in the third quarter. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, you're not losing, are you?
Yeah, I'm actually losing right now because I think I can multitask in everything.
I think we've taken up enough of this concentration. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Y'all have a good one. Deuces Media.